Once a lonely caterpillar sat and cried to a sympathetic beetle by his side. I've got nobody to hug, I'm such an ugly bug. Then a spider and a dragonfly replied, if you're serious.
Central Ohio is a great place to raise a family. There are a lot of great activities and entertainment for families, but it can start to get expensive. When I became a stay-at-home mom, I knew that I had to find budget-friendly activities for me and Sydney during the day. I started doing a lot of research and realized there was an untapped treasure in the Central Ohio Park System's Metro Parks. What better entertainment for a 5-year-old than being outdoors in nature, taking advantage of the different programs offered by the parks throughout the year fit right in our budget, free. Today, we visited Inniswood Metro Gardens in Westerville, Ohio. Today's program was Soil Animal Snackers. Held in the Innis House Education Pavilion, it started with a kid-friendly lecture about the black beetle, ant, and centipede, all of which are meat eaters.
What kind of things would be meat
Ladybugs!
Ladybugs, maybe.
Dinosaurs!
Not dinosaurs yet! What else?
Maybe some worms and caterpillars?
Very good. In fact, the beetles really like the worms.
After the lecture, the children were free to explore each of the 6 individual stations that highlighted a bug with crafts and hands-on experiments. The first station was a kiddie pool, filled with soil that had rubber insects buried in it. The kids put on a shell like a black beetle and shovel gloves, which replicated the beetle's legs. Then it was a free-for-all.
It's okay. There we go. And now you guys are going to use them like a beetle. And we're going to dig in here. But remember, we're going to just dig and we're not going to flip it.
Gentle. Digging, not flipping, holy moly.
I found one. I found one. What did you find?
Is it real?
What is that? Ow! A one spider.
I found one. A live bug.
Great.
Next, it was on to the ant colony station. Using their fingers and ink pads, the kids were able to make ants on a drawing of underground tunnels.
So Sydney, what are you doing there?
There you go. I'm making it
Right next to each other.
Ants and spiders? How are you doing that?
I'm making
There you go. All right.
some ink into my
Are you having fun?
The centipede had 2 stations as well. The first was a craft, where the kids were able to make a paper centipede using craft paper and brads. The second involved 2 planks with ropes in which the kids stood and tried to walk the way a centipede does, with a long body from side to side.
Doing well. There you go. Good job.
The final station involved live bugs and glass blocks with magnifying glasses. This was a little too real for Sydney, and she did not spend too much time there.
Moving.
It's okay.
We had such a fun time at the program, but we were very excited to explore the rest of the beautiful park.
Turn around and show me your best meat-eating bug. All right. You want to go explore?
You want to go over there?
All right, let's go explore. Hang on.
Sydney was anxious to go to the sisters' garden, especially once she saw the bright sunflowers welcoming you to the entry garden. This 2.8-acre garden honors the memory of Sisters Grace and Mary Innis, the benefactresses of Inniswood Metro Gardens, designed to celebrate the complexity of nature and the inquisitiveness of childhood. Visitors can explore 7 themed gardens. The entry garden has daffodils, one of the sisters' favorite flowers, surrounding the beautiful sculpture of the sisters as children. Check out Granny's house and Bessie's barn in the country garden. Granny's house is delightful, decorated with murals on all 4 walls, creating the home of several frogs.
There's the frogs and the turtles. They're everywhere.
Just past Granny's house is Bessie's barn, and then the windmill, which pumps water to the water tower and comes out a series of open pipes for the children to play with.
Woo, woo.
exploring the country garden, we stumbled upon a maze. Sydney was running around when I realized that there was a story carved in the paving stones of the maze. We followed the stones of the story maze and were treated to the Native American legend of Sky Woman. It was a beautiful story, and at the end of the maze we were greeted by a statue of Sky Woman herself. From the Sky Woman statue, there are several paths that create the circle maze. Each path of the maze is led to a new adventure. One of the paths we chose led us to a willow tunnel. Once passing through it, we entered into the secret garden, where a loyal owl stands guard from his corner perch. The secret garden was beautiful and was absolutely enchanting. I think this was one of Sydney's favorite parts of the garden.
Says everywhere water is a thing of beauty, gleaming in the dewdrops, singing in the summer rain. Look at that.
A second path led us to the woodland garden, and a wonderful surprise. There, hidden among the woods, was a whimsical treehouse. The treehouse had a series of bridges that led to other paths and hidden adventures.
Which way?
The Sisters' Garden was an enchanted place for kids and adults. I had so much fun watching Sydney explore and discover at this park, and it took me back to my childhood and the wonderful adventures I would dream up. The Sisters' Garden at Inniswood Metro Gardens brought them all to life. We will definitely be visiting Inniswood Metro Gardens again, only next time Sydney really wants her daddy to come too. There is something magical about this place, and for a family on a budget, you cannot beat it for a day outdoors filled with wonder, enchantment, and fun.